Good morning. I think we're sailing into exciting times, and I just wanted to share it with you. We're getting an awful lot of feedback from Moroccans who are saying that during the pandemic, we have been the one source of support, as they can see, for working animals. And they want the government to recognise this, and they want help for us to expand and maybe have satellites in other parts of Morocco. Well, we've made a start, and we've taken a lot of donkeys and mules over the last few years from Taradont, which is a city way down south in Morocco, a long way from us. And for those of you that live abroad, I'll just let you know it's a long drive. Anyway, we now have a contact down there we've been working with, and I think the possibility of having a satellite is a very real one, but we're in the early stages of discussion. And I also want to tell you that the Mamounia Hotel have been amazing these last few months, that they have supported us. They have made wonderful donations, both from the Mamounia and from personal donations from people who work with the Mamounia. So thank you for that. And they are coming on Wednesday next to do a promotional video for us that we can use on YouTube and use on our social media. So that is absolutely great. I'm also doing a very long Zoom call next week, and I'm sure those of you that watch me on here will know it won't be hard for me to do a long Zoom call to an organisation in Germany who want to know more about what we do, how we have developed, and our plans for the future. And this is a company that would normally bring tourists into Morocco, but have been unable to do so. So it seems like out of this dreadful 18 months, which has been a nightmare on many levels, that some good is really coming. And it culminated in an email that I've just had this morning, and it was from two young people who are visiting from America, from the States, and they went into Jemaa el-Fina, the big square in Marrakesh, and saw one of the carriage horses being whipped because it was getting agitated. They noticed the dreadful ribs on these carriage horses, and they burst into tears. They went back to their hotel and said to the concierge, "What can we do?" They were so upset, and the concierge told them about us, and they're coming here tomorrow to see how they can help. So what that says to us is a combination of tourists who have always shown an interest in what we're doing, but now the people in the hotels are also being helpful and encouraging people. So it's a marvellous opportunity for Moroccans in tourism and the tourists themselves, and hopefully the administration, to all come together so we can continue to grow. And a final point, which is very important, we have a lot of staff, and we've always tried hard to pay our staff well. We have always covered their medical expenses. And now the administration here in Morocco that oversees social security for staff are registering us as an association without having to go through the tedium of loads and loads of tax returns, because we are a charity. And as soon as that is done, we will be eligible and able to provide social security for our staff. Now, that will cost a bit extra, obviously, but I think we've reached the stage when we should be able to afford that. And I know that those of you that support us would want us to support our staff as well as we support the animals. Somebody in the village who was a trustee in the past actually put on our page that he couldn't understand how we were saying to people that we cared for animals, but we didn't care for our staff. I thought that was an outrageous comment, but because I promise you, the staff here are proud to work here. They are treated well, and they have had employment throughout the whole pandemic. So critical comments like that, be very careful if you make them, unless you can actually back it up with facts, an ethical position, and a solution for the future. So on that happy note, thank you to everyone again who has been behind us, and we want you all to be part of our massive growth this coming year. So bye for now.